Hey Casey, it's Rob. Wanted to go over your session from today, and we were working on approach shots. And from what I noticed when we were having our playing lesson, is that most of your hybrids or your fairway woods were traveling at a very low trajectory and with some rollout, but we weren't actually optimizing the club head and allowing us to have a higher trajectory with a softer landing. And that's really what's required as we approach a green. Um, Typically, if we hit one like you were hitting before, it raises 10, 15, 20 feet off the ground, it's going to hit the ground, it's going to continue to roll for 20, 30, depending on the energy of the ball, how far it's going to go. Also, if we hit down on the golf ball and we create a higher trajectory, that ball is going to travel farther and it's also going to land softer, which means it may actually land, bite, and roll 2 feet, 3 feet, maybe 5 feet, but that's it. So, and that's what we're looking for. Okay, so I'm going to go over some things that we talked about, just bring them back to your memory. First thing was your spine, is your, knee flex. I really like to see a little more knee flex. We're right back here on our heels. Okay, we've talked about spine angle over and over, and what I got right now going on is a 1, 2, 3 kind of thing. In a perfect world, as we talked about, of course, we'd like to see this come all the way straight like that here. So we've got a good 12 to 17, 18 inches here that we need to bring this head back to get it in line. Okay? All right, take it to your golf swing. Start to bring it back. And as we start to bring it back, we're going to notice that we don't really come very far out right here. Knee flex stays good. We come in an inch or so, but that's not bad whatsoever. What I do love is that we've got this beautiful straight arm with a great wrist cock. Okay, here we come down into the golf ball, staying behind it, releasing the golf ball, and that is right down the middle. As I've told you before, things I love is the way you keep your head down. Pardon me, wrong tool. Get rid of that. Try that again. The way you keep your eyes down, and the way the ball is traveling. This is the trajectory of this ball. So it is middle right of the fairway. Going through the finish. Okay, through the finish, if I get all this stuff out of the way and look at our finish, we have got about 30% of our body weight back on this right hand toe. And we talked about in a perfect world, you're going to see, if you watch the tournament this weekend, you're going to see the guys finish. They finish with a vertical foot, which means they pushed all of the weight from the right to the left-hand side. Okay? So we worked on all that. So I'm going to take you to the very end where we actually accomplished a lot of that stuff. And using this tool again. And again, what I'd like you to do is bend from your waist, okay? It's bend from your waist like a hinge, so it all happens at the same time. If I'm looking here, again, if I go straight down vertical with your torso and we start to bend, we'll see what we end up seeing is this. Your arms are lowering, but your torso is not moving, okay? It does at the very end, but it's not in sync, and it's not in timing, and it doesn't set up the proper spine angle, okay? Now we're finally getting a little tilt in our torso itself. Okay, so if I remove all of this stuff once we get down, we have a little more tilt in our torso, but again, spine angle wise, we still got to get this hump out. Got hump, hump, hump. Okay, I'd like to see you correct that, please. And that motion is fine, and will help you do that as long as you will start your hands down and your torso down at the same time, and then as long as you back your head up to that line. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go through this a little bit. Let me get into it here. Bear with me for 1 second. I'm going to get you all set up and into your stance. Do everything. Okay, we're going to spread out. Nice. I like that little move. I'd like a little more extra width on your stance when we're hitting these golf clubs, because it gives us more stability. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go forward. I'm going to shoot you up right till you get into your backswing, so we don't waste a bunch of time here. Okay, bring a couple things to your attention. Get ready to go here. Okay, here we go. So now, knee flex, beautiful. Now you made a great adjustment right there. So knee flex going down, it's going down. It's on the balls of our feet. We still have the issue with our head back. I'd like to get that back a little farther if we may. Okay, I'm going to bring it through. Come back. We're coming out of our knee flex pretty good right here. So we're going to have to concentrate on staying in this knee flex because it raises our height, and what goes up must come down. So as a manipulation, are we able to get back down to the exact same point we were? Very difficult, and then very hard to do it on a consistent basis. So that's what makes us inconsistent in our golf swing. Okay, bring you back down. Come through. Nice drop-in move. I love your drop-in move. Always have. Okay, right down the middle. Again. Coming on around. That's the finish I want to see right there. Let me get all this crap out of the way. I have a vertical foot. Not only that, if I were to take a line and look at your belt buckle is pointing over here. Anything at the target line or left is fine. Anything right of the target line tells me you've left weight behind. You didn't utilize all of it. And this right here tells me with that vertical foot and your belt buckle pointing this way that you used all of your weight into this golf swing. Okay, so bring you back to setup just again one more time. Get you set up and show you, and then I'm gonna go through. Get you ready to pull trigger. Okay, let me get out of this way. Okay, number one. Okay, even right here, I still like to see your feet a little farther apart, maybe an inch or two more. Your knee flex here is nice, very nice. Bring that to your attention. Here's our knee. Here we come down, balls of our feet. Perfect. Okay, spine angle better, but I'd still like to see that vertical. We're still ending up with a little bit of hump in our back. But I'd like to see that vertical, and I'd like to see this head move back as a last resort. Okay, so concentration wise, standing in a knee flex, correcting our spine angle a little bit. Your downswing is beautiful. I want you taking a divot with your fairway clubs. Okay, that allows us, by hitting down on it and actually taking a divot, it allows the club, the ball, to climb up the club face, which is going to give you a much higher trajectory, which is going to result in that little more distance, actually probably a whole lot more distance, and it's going to land softer onto the green, which means it's not going to roll very far after it hits the green. And that's what we're looking for. Okay, so there you have it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call, or I'll see you next time around. And for right now, I wish you a great big one. Aloha.